All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Over the Bar on Win Sports. My name is Ademola Salem, and today I have one regular suspect, and then a very irregular suspect. And the most annoying thing is that I've been chasing this irregular suspect to be a guest on this show when the chips were down, but now if made it to the show when they're winning.
They're flying.
They're taking the money to the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got Easy and Adnan. How you guys doing?
Fantastic. Great to be here.
Make una speak enter microphone. Speak inside microphone. Because pride have entered your body. And the annoying thing now is that both have things to be proud of, to be proud about. I mean, Manchester United, I've got their pound of flesh against Manchester City, and then Chelsea have turned the 47 FC, 49 FC. They've turned it all around, and now they're just there. They're priding. They're priding.
They don't even know how they got there, but they are there. Yeah, now.
Why do you say they don't even know how they got there? They know. They worked for it. They worked for it. They invested in it
heavily. Investments.
Heavy investments.
Why am I sensing beef here? Like absolute beef. Like you're beefing them. You don't have. See, nobody has anything to say against Chelsea right now. I mean, even Mikel that trounced, that trolled, yabbed Nicholas Jackson. You know, it's like now he's happy. Nicholas Jackson is saying that, look, I'm happy when they say things about me so I can prove them wrong. So as it stands right now, you can't say anything about Chelsea.
No, well, we're happy for them. Happy for you guys, at least.
I can see that.
Second on the table, 2 points behind Manchester, 2 points behind Liverpool. Yeah. But it's a very crazy table, I must say, when you look at it. Very crazy table.
Very crazy.
But before we go into that, I'd like to say congratulations to our boy, Niger for life. Like one of my friends would say, Ademola Lookman, because African Footballer of the Year. They no get option.
No, see, there was nothing they could do about it. He deserved it, hands down. So any other person that has issues, please go to court.
The beautiful thing is that the last game he played, even before, becoming man of the match.
As
Bellingham was in that game.
As if for me, he played like, I know sir could get her. Neck I just give them small physique. Neck I remind them,
I am here.
It's me. that lad has great potentials, and who knows, he might be coming to England next season.
You said he might be coming to England next season. Which club would you like to see him play for?
He might fit into that City kind of like style.
Finally, he said City. I was thinking he was going to say Manchester United. You tried. I know what you did. I know what you did there. Don't worry. We know what you did. We caught you red-handed. We know what you did.
What did I do?
You don't want to sound like. You know when you want to form big boy like. We did pass that one now. Well, it's African Footballer of the Year. You can give him to Fenerbahce.
You
know what I mean by when you look at, I said that's a bad joke anyway, but it's a way of, when you look at the way Napoli treated Victor Osimhen, you're almost going to say it's scary now that, okay, what's going to happen next to Ademola Lookman? But Ademola Lookman seems to be in a club that seems to value their players. They not only value their players, I think they also respect them. And people might ask, what do you mean? What's the difference between value and respect? I could look at you, and because you as a player, you're scoring goals, I could value you for the goals you score. I could value you because I know that if I sell you, I bought you for 5 million, and right now you're worth 35 million.
Yeah.
But when I respect you, I have gone beyond what you're worth, either physically or on paper, and I've come to love and admire the person that you are, the man that you are. And it's looking like Inter Milan. I mean, Atalanta, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I think is a Jesse. Obafemi Martins. That video I saw of Obafemi Martins today.
For real.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Atalanta seems to know that they've got a great player in their hands and they're treating them well. In fact, at the last Nations Cup, Atalanta was one of the few clubs that started a craze of, tweeting about their African player at the AFCON.
Yes.
You know, and it caught on.
True.
Yeah.
It caught on. I mean, they celebrated him as if
It was good energy all the way.
you know, and Nigerians latch on to that, and it's been beautiful ever since. Well, congratulations, Ademola Lookman. 4 years ago, I was one of those that thank God I didn't go to Twitter to say bad things. But I was pissed off with that semi penalty or semi whatever he wanted to try, and but it's beautiful how he has turned that energy around. How he has made that work for him, and he said it himself 4 years ago.
And in a very short time.
Yeah, but 4 years is a long time also as well.
For a footballer, that's what we call it long.
4 years is I mean, not many footballers get to stay at the top of their career for 10 years or a little beyond. And for 4 years, so I've turned things around in 4 years. Mind you, before then, he was also at Everton, or where was it then? So you look at that, his career, and you see that he has really done super well. And he's young. And he's got I think he's got some 7, 8, 9, 10 years left.
He has a very long time.
And I'm happy for him.
Not just long, but fantastic more years.
Okay, but so I'm hoping that from here now, he would not go, his form will not dwindle, but rather we will get to enjoy the very best of Ademola Lookman.
Please don't go to Saudi yet.
Go to Spain.
Don't go to Saudi yet.
He should go to Spain.
Spain, Abby.
He should go to Spain.
I think that guy can play anywhere. That's the first thing I like to say. I believe he can play anywhere. The way he is right now, he can hold his game anywhere. We've seen him destroy teams from England, from Spain, and he won't be a bad buy for Manchester United. At least they can use him to give where Pocoli, no, not Pocoli, Garnacho now.
Just let Garnacho rest a bit, Abby. I get. But if you're open to it, Lookman, please.
So,
I hope you can hear them. Help their life.
wait now.
You're saying it's help.
Coming from a Chelsea fan.
See, that your form is just temporary.
No, you can't.
Are you okay? So you're one of those who says that form is temporary, but class is permanent. So who's got class here now?
Eternally Manchester United.
No, now.
You always just no now. What is no now? They say who get that? You say no now.
Look at it. Look at it.
What is look at it?
Look at it.
Look at what?
Look at it. Look at the
I
form.
should look at what?
Look at the form currently.
What
Look
form?
at the struggles you all are going through. You got a new coach. Your games were just they were bare. The first game was a draw. Struggled second game, lost, and then against Man City, you saw the intensity of the game. You saw the pressure. It was at a point Man City were controlling the game. The first half, it was.
Do not mistake ball possession for control.
I'm coming.
Do not mistake. See, we let them have the ball. They like the ball, have it. But what did you say at the end?
The only thing.
What happened at the end?
The only thing is.
Wait,
tell me what happened at the end.
I think I heard that the other way. They like the ball, so you said to them, "Have it." Where's my mind going to?
Now only you know where your mind is. Can't be anti come back.
But really, it's Ruben Amorim is in a difficult space. I
Very
will say.
true.
And I think people will now appreciate. If I bring this in, people will say I must bring him into the discussion. Arteta, when he got into the team, when he got into Arsenal's team, you see it now. And even this present Manchester United players, even for me, seems to have better quality than the players Arteta inherited when he first came to Arsenal.
Very true.
Yeah, you could say that.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So, but he's got his job cut out, and I would say to anyone who cares to listen that I still think that Manchester United made a mistake in bringing him in now. They've got the option of maybe a January transfer window, or at the end of the season. All you just need to do is sign a pre-contract with him. And the reason I'm saying this is this. Fine, see, I still don't believe Manchester United is back. I may be wrong, but I still don't believe Manchester United. I still don't think that team is bad. I mean, it's back.
Yeah.
Just the same way I don't believe that the team is bad. But I see a team that they may spend the rest of the next 10 to 12 games still trying to adapt.
Yes.
And this is the reason. Player psychology would always come into play.
First.
They went from Wood to Erik ten Hag. There was a struggle before Erik ten Hag stabilized it, came in as a coach.
Yeah.
And let's all be very honest with ourselves. Either we like it or not, either you're an Erik ten Hag fan or you're not. One thing that's very clear is that there was no clear-cut definition with Erik ten Hag's game at Manchester United, which brought about a whole lot of challenges for the team. So because it kept experimenting and
We're not going somewhere.
and then it was also forcefully playing players out of position. Of course, I understand when they had that injury crisis and all of that, but beyond that, there was no clear definition of identity until Van Nistelrooy came. And we said it on this show. I said it, Wembley said it, I think you said it as well, that we could see that there's a constant disagreement between Erik ten Hag and Ruud van Nistelrooy in terms of tactics. We all saw that. But then after that, Erik ten Hag left. And we could see a Van Nistelrooy that seems to actually understand that team. And still playing the same 4-4-2, 4-3-3, whatever, adapting it to suit his purpose, to the strength of the players. Note, I said to the strength of the players.
Yes. He understood the problem more. He showed it.
And from the first game, I said it's as if Cristiano knew what he was saying when he said he wished Erik ten Hag would listen to Van Nistelrooy more, because Van Nistelrooy understands the culture at Manchester United. Right. But after 4-5 games, boom, you have to let Van Nistelrooy go based on contract. And see, I don't know. I still have this feeling that Ruben Amorim may struggle till February. And this is the reason. You're trying to adapt. A lot of people are clapping for him now over the decision of leaving Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford out of the team. Let's remember Ten Hag. Let's remember that was also a bit of Ten Hag's first. And Ruben Amorim is saying almost the same thing that Ten Hag said, but it seems as if Ruben Amorim is our new baby, so we all love him and he's not saying anything wrong.
Don't bash him.
Don't bash him, because
let's give him time.
Every pundit, a lot of people that say, that's what we need at Manchester United. You said the same. Some said the same thing during Erik ten Hag and then came back to say, no, that's not what you need. So I'm looking at a team that may struggle, but of course, he probably could get it right. But if it comes out of after Garnacho and Rashford, and 2 or 3 more games from now, in 3 games he's only able to win maybe 1 and draw 1, then he throws another person under the bus, then I will begin to say, okay, guy, you be like saying, now you don't know what you did. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think I follow in the same lane you're going towards, because like if you look at the game plan, I was also shocked though, but I got that okay, I can say Rashford drop him, but Garnacho, like the attacking force that we have on that lane. But at the end of the day, we saw what happened. Well, the results justified whatever he did, but over time I just feel that it will still struggle. To some extent, I wish we kept Ruud at least to January, but like, hey, it is what it is.
Maybe my papa get the money.
Abina, not me the pay salary.
I feel he will struggle. I know he will struggle.
Yeah, I know indeed.
Because let's look at the game.
Wait, I need to put that together. First of all, there was an emphatic, I feel he will struggle. Yeah. And then there was much more bigger emphasis on, I know he will struggle.
Yes, he will.
Why would he struggle?
The reason he will struggle is this. There's nothing different between what he's doing and what Erik ten Hag did, just as you said. And then looking at the last game against Man City, we could all see that Ahmad's goal was because of pace and time and an error. So you can see that it was just a lucky coincidence. Yeah, he was just lucky.
I would disagree though. When you look at that game though, we've always been clamoring for Ahmad's inclusion in that team.
Of course.
What I saw, which I was also explaining to Wembley, which I was explaining to a lot of people, is this, and I'll continue to say it, irrespective of the result, is the fact that Ahmad was the only bite in that team.
Of course.
If as poor as Garnacho seemed to have been lately, Garnacho is going through the same circle that Martinelli is going through.
Yes.
But they still do some very nasty job in that wing.
They do the dirty job,
which is make sure that too does not go forward to support the strike force. Yeah. They also have a tendency of wearing that defense out. But Ahmad was the only one doing it, and then until Zexi came in, that's when the second goal thing came in. You could see that. So
it became more comfortable.
It became a little more, and then they could interchange as well. So I am saying this, and I'm saying this that. Well, let me not say anything emphatically yet, because then football has the funniest way of humbling you. You know you've been humbled on this show, and then Jeremiah Omodaraton and Chukwuebuka, they've been humbled, but they are still trying to form Van Damme. We'll catch you guys. But football has a way of humbling you, and you could just something can tick. But one of the things that I am worried about with modern footballers is when you openly throw them under the bus.
You feel that mindset of theirs?
Because now he said, "Oh, we all knew the drama between Sancho and Ten Hag. You're not training well." Now he's taking it a step further, that he observes how players interact with players, how they eat. Is it how they? Now my question is it how they eat or what they eat? I could eat privately, and if you judge me by that, then I think you're wrong. But nobody's saying anything now. I just pray and hope that for the sake of good football, that it won't backfire. Because if it does, we're going to come for him. So how was he eating?
You explain now. You explain tire.
Okay. So let's go back to now. This is one primary question that I have. At the start of the season, Chelsea were the butt of the joke. We washed them, we used them to wash our linens. We were not kind to them.
Because of what happened from the previous one.
We're not kind to them. Not just because of what happened, because it's also who Chelsea fans are. Some Chelsea fans, majority of Chelsea fans.
What's that look like?
You know when they come.
I won't look you where again.
You know when Chelsea fans come for you, like you can regret your existence.
Waves of attack.
You know, so that they were like the butt of the joke. But I think they got the right man in Enzo Maresca. So if I want to put you guys, I want to put this question out to you now. What do you think Enzo Maresca is doing right at Chelsea?
For me, I'll just say the players' attitudes have really improved big time. I think the attitude towards the game has really changed. I just feel maybe it's just that psychology thing. Chelsea already had good players right from the beginning. Everyone knows that. But just the way they were playing and how they played the game. But now it looks as if there's some kind of like umped to them. So that's just it.
So Enzo for me, you would notice a change in the fitness level of our players. Their fitness now is on top, and then you would see that the whole psychology now, they are more confident and they are more relaxed.
True that.
So Enzo did that differently, and then beginning, you know, when he came in, there were a lot of backlash. There was confusions here and there. There were arguments about who was going, who was staying. Why did Sterling have to leave? There will be crisis in the club and all of that. But his ability to manage that, stay on top, control the player's psychology is a lot. It shows he's a very good manager. But most importantly, let's see what Nicholas Jackson is doing with his performances so far. Like, check his last 5 games. He's good. He's proving to everybody that all the capping, they're just capping.
It's just 5 games now. Calm down.
There'll be more.
It's 16 games. We're 16 games gone this season. We're 2 more games to the middle of the season. And then when you look at the table, there's a strangeness to this table that a lot of us seems not to understand.
Yes, sir.
A strangeness.
Yes,
And first of all, I will start with Manchester City. As worse as their run have been, I mean, this is their stats now. If Manchester City have played 16 games, like the rest of the team except for Liverpool, they've won 8. They've drawn 3. 8 gives you 24 points. They've drawn 3. That's 27. And they've lost 5. I think when you look at it, they're just a point away from Nottingham Forest at 4th on the log, and then they're 3 points away from Arsenal, who are 3rd on the log with 30 points. And then you look at it again, like Chelsea have got 34. This is a 7 points difference. It's scary because I know how 7 points can fizzle out in football,
especially in the Premiership.
Just lose one and draw one,
and the other guy does his own part.
So, is it that Manchester City's run is that bad, or other clubs are not playing well?
With that kind of like point difference, I won't be surprised they come back on top.
You see, you're still a firm believer in Pep.
Not like a firm believer in Pep, but like, man, look at the point difference now, and then look at City. It's not as if it's no shading to any other club, but like quality of players there are not like some other table teams there. So if they get their spark back, who knows?
Are these players? Is it that they're tired or burnout?
I would say burnout. I'll just say burnout. Like the most of them in that particular have won everything. The challenge doesn't seem too much.
So you're saying there's no hunger, there's no
like
desire to win.
Yeah.
I may not agree with you.
I won't agree with you. That they don't have the desire to win. I would tell you that looking at their games so far, their psychology level has not been there. The motivations, like we saw a clip of Pep talking to them that was telling them nobody loses 4 at a row and think it's going to be easy. Like he was very furious. He came, all his eyes were bulging out. He was talking to them, but they still lost the next game. So it shows that the psychology level is just there. They have been hearing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So they would need something different.
So when you say something different, what exactly do you mean? A new manager? Or they just need to take a break from Pep?